head on to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost, and forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
That sack sets up an important third down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he crosses the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play, they're already past the 40, 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That's just an egregious late hit. Obvious roughing the passer. And the Hokies come to the line with 1st and goal. Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Defense is coming after him. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
He's moving out of the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again another sack. The Knights will send the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That's a strong stiff arm. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. We'll give it to the running back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Hokies looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
It's a quick grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability.
Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. So the offense blinking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The Knights are looking to keep this drive going.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Knights. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for this 6 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Mason. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the 1st down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
They'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They scoop up. It's a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, UCF. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The Hokies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. That ball snagged for a completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's going to take off here. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. The pass rush closing in. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Tonight, starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of the...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Second down and goal upcoming. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown. Nice.
The hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. He's got some room and some blockers here. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
On the run, it's Mason. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Hokies churn out another first down. And here's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do in that size difference. That completion makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Hokies line up on 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Powerful running into the secondary. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Hokies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Hokies hustle to the line to run that hurry up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Hokies. That puts them on top in the second half. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's reeled in. It's Webb. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10. Slides a quick throw. And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
It's a run. Running back's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Finds an open target on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain to bring up 4th down. The Hokies will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He's running out of time here. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did. And
he's got room, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been super.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looks like he's going to run it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He's got his man in the open field. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The Hokies enter the final minute of play, looking to run the clock out and win this game. Trying to find some room. It's Mason.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled, but first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment.